So, I want to welcome you a very beautiful evening. Um, we're starting on our second week of the Light in the Head meditation journey. This is a 21-day journey. I call it a challenge, wherein we will be connecting inward. We're going to be connecting through what we call our core channel, call it the center of our being, the center of the body, and then from there connecting to what we call the chakras, or the energy centers, and then in particularly focusing around the third eye region. So the third eye sits on the one hand in the upper area of the forehead, and at the same time it's also deep inside the head, so that it's not so forward, but it's actually deep within the head, which allows for a very wide and soft perspective and perception. And then from there we connect further up to what's called the crown chakra. And the crown chakra sits on the top of the head, and basically it's like an opening to a higher dimension, an opening to a higher part of life, a richer part of life. And then inevitably we then connect what's called through the rainbow bridge, or the Antakarana, through the top of the forehead, the middle of the top of the forehead, to an area which is about 20 centimeters above the head, which is referred to in esoterics as the seat of the soul. So those are the energy centers that we are trying to bridge. And when I say bridge, meaning that on the one hand, while we hold a part of our attention and awareness at that third eye, at the same time we can then bridge a connection to the crown, and at the same time bridge a connection further upward to the higher self. And as these three centers come more and more together, what inevitably happens is an awakening, a anchoring of the higher consciousness of the self to the sight, the vision, the way of seeing, the way of engaging. And when they all come together, you get a very powerful vortex that is created. And that is what was referred to in Patanjali, in the esoterics, as light in the head. So we will be bridging that. And again, like all things in life, if it's the first time, then it seems kind of weird. You might not sense very many things, you might not feel many things. But again, stay with it. Try it out. Give yourself an opportunity. Explore with it. Have some patience. Be perseverant. Keep going. Keep trying. Keep stretching. Keep reaching. Because the more and more you give this attention, the more and more it becomes real. The more and more it becomes manifested in your consciousness and in your energy centers. And this is what we also call the spiritual energetic cord that we're building. And we know that where attention goes, energy flows. So as our attention goes there, that essence, that part of your being, becomes more and more real. And the other parts, which we're very engaged in, the outside world, our activities, the things that are there, they become a little bit less real. They become less loud. They don't disappear. They're still there, and we're still engaged in life. But at the same time, there is another aspect of life which we're also starting to engage in. And that, call it broadening, that richening of your life, of your awareness, of your connection to life, of your consciousness helps you to, as we say, keep the head above water. That there are moments and there are times when there will be challenges and many things will be happening and you'll be very much moved and emotionally charged. Well, at those moments you can either be in the soup, lost away and tucked and kind of finding and striving to see the world from this perspective, or you can rise above it. And again, it doesn't mean that those things go away. It just means that now you have another plane of view on those things. You're seeing the things from a higher perspective, you're seeing with a broader vision, and that allows you to engage and to respond and to act from a whole nother place. A place that is much more silent, a place that is much more true, and a place that is far less reactive, far less instinctual to a normal, closed, fighting perspective. So, yeah, that is where we're working on to help build that connection and more to allow it to manifest in our lives. So, just take a moment to get yourself in a nice, comfortable posture. Put yourself in a place that you feel that you can rest your bottom, that you can rest your sit bones, and that you can feel the support from below, whether there's a small cushion behind your butt or at your sacrum, just something that supports your hips to be open and resting. And then from that place, allow your spine to be aligned so that your bones in the back are stacked on top of one another, that you're not leaning too far back or that you're leaning too far front, but that they're just comfortably aligned. And then we're going to just support the muscle tissue around the third eye. So you can just take one of your fingers and just place it here on the bridge of the nose, and you're just going to massage it slightly inwards and upwards. So you're just going nice and deep with your fingers, and you're just massaging these areas. And you can also massage the eyebrows and the bones on the inside and around the physical eyes, just to release, let's say, the muscle tissue that has contracted because of the lower third eye, which is far more focused way of looking, a very penetrating, a very sharp perspective, very rational. So you can just allow with your hands, your fingers, to just massage this area, and then you can also move up. And if you want, you can use two hands. You just massage this area, the eyes, the forehead, and as if you're widening the vision already now, just with your muscles of the hands, you're just allowing the skin, and you can go also over the side of the head, over the ears, and to the back, as if you're just creating space. And then breathing. And just allow your fingers to massage anywhere that you feel in the head, or the side of the head, around the neck, the jaws, and the top of the head. You feel instantly, as you finish, that there's somehow a lightness around the head. You can feel there's maybe more space around the skull, around the mind. Maybe you can sense a little less density, less stickiness. Whenever you sense, whatever you can feel, just let that be there. And lastly, just to help align the back of the neck, so you can very gently tuck in the chin just a little bit. You can feel how the back of the neck elongates. And then letting your eyes close. And just go to your breathing. Enjoying beautiful, soft in-breaths. And feeling with the in-breath how you can fill your whole body with oxygen, with air, and life force. And with each out-breath, you just release and soften. Breathing in and out of the nose. To enjoy this beautiful breath that comes into the body. Enjoying the lightness around the forehead, around the skull. This beautiful breath moves in and out of your body. And you create a communion with yourself and with life. And allowing yourself with each breath to go deeper, coming more and more into your center. Each breath brings you to the center of your being. The outside world becomes more and more peripheral. The world of thoughts and emotions becomes more and more peripheral. Enjoying how the breath moves up and down in the center of your being. The breath is a bridge between the world of spirit and the world of matter. As the breath moves in the center of the body, it awakens the essence of the soul that sits in the core channel. The meeting point of two worlds. The inner and the outer. Now letting your attention move to your heart, the center in your chest. Allowing the breath to move in and out of the heart. And you can take note. How does the heart feel today? How does the heart feel at this moment? As you breathe in and out of the heart center, feel how with each breath you can start to enter a deeper level, a deeper layer of the heart. As if very gently with each breath, you are igniting a flame deep inside the heart. As if with each breath you can awaken a deep essence, the essence of love. At first, that flame can be very fragile. It can easily go off. And with every breath, you support it, inviting it, allowing it to burn a little bit brighter. As the heart starts to trust more and more, that flame of love, that deep essence of care, compassion, can awaken the deep vulnerability can be shown. allowing from the heart your energy move upwards to the middle of the forehead. As if that love from the heart can stream up to the third eye. And that you can bring the love of the heart into the sight of the eye. And that you can see with eyes of love. And that you can see with open eyes a world with compassion. As the eye opens more and more, the gaze becomes softer. You're not seeing with knowledge. You're not seeing based on experience. You're allowing yourself to open, to see the unknowable. You may open yourself to a vast intelligence. You may open yourself to an eternal sight. A sight that is not bonded by time, not limited by space. A universal sight. A sight that goes beyond the senses. A sight that is informed by the intuition. A sight that is informed by the whispers of the soul. And letting your attention move to the top of the head. You can feel the bridge, a bridge that connects you to the great divine light of your soul. even if you cannot feel, see, or sense, know deeply that presence is there. Trust in it. Trust in your higher self. You can even call upwards. Soul, let me feel your presence. And stay open to the presence of the light. Allow that light, allow those high vibrations, allow that high consciousness to stream down and let it merge with your crown. And let it merge with your inner eye. Let yourself receive the grace of God. The touch of a great and vast being. Universal, timeless, all things, all spaces, all times. And letting that light stream down through your core. Receiving the waterfall of consciousness from above. And letting it stream to your throat. And into your heart. Feel it stream down your spine into your solar plexus. May your actions from the solar plexus be guided by a higher purpose, and be informed from a higher being. light stream down to your belly. Knowing deeply you are connected to a great and vast family. A family of consciousness, of light, of love. Soul friends, soul family. And letting that light stream down to your base. Feeling deeply your roots. Let it flow all the way down, past your tailbone, past your sacrum, and let it flow into the earth below you. As if with your consciousness, with your awareness, with your attention and intention, you're bringing light from the heavens down deep into the earth. Rising the vibration. Healing her. Healing yourself. We each, in our own way, take baby steps into wholeness. And as we empower ourselves, we empower each other. Together we are building a matrix of light onto the earth. And letting yourself connect again to your breathing. Allowing each breath to become longer and deeper. And with each breath, you return back to the body. Feel the lungs, feel the organs, feel the bones, feel the muscles. And as you return to the here and now, You can let your fingers move and your toes move. Very gently in your own time. You can let your eyes slowly start to open. And take a moment just to touch yourself, touch your face, touch your head. Support yourself back into the body. Feel your body. Feel your presence in this moment. If you move, if you need to, and stretch. Anything that you need. That you can stay in this inner connection, this inner softness. At the same time, become more functional, more awake, more aware. It's been a very beautiful journey. It's been a very beautiful start of the second week. I feel a very beautiful sensation in my body, my heart. Wish you a very beautiful night. You can take this consciousness with you. And tomorrow, 9 o'clock.